to be a good one here. I'm interested to see IME pick on this one.
Uh-oh.
Right. Better player, Durant or LeBron?
This is not even a topic. What are you talking about?
No. I always try to be open-minded. But are we talking?
Yeah, let's do it like this. Chicago Bulls got the first pick, and Durant, LeBron coming out. They the lottery picks in the draft. Who you drafting?
Wait, are we talking at this moment, these players, or through their career?
That's a good one. Now we're gonna say, let's take, because LeBron ain't in his prime. We're gonna say both in their prime. Who you
both
gonna
in their prime? I'm taking LeBron all day.
What?
LeBron all day. Yeah. Because, Orlando, you can attest to this. I used to always tell you when he was on OKC, I said, KD can be so much more than what he is right now. I watched KD in Texas. That kid, that little skinny kid, his jersey wore more than him. Like a two-piece man, but he was wet. Boy, that jumper was wet. And I was like, man, he gets in the NBA and get around these coaches that's going to teach him how to play and change his all-around game. But when he got there, OKC was a blessing and a curse for KD. Blessing meaning that he got to play and develop his skills, but it made him pout and stuff because they weren't winning. But the curse of it was it kept him not trying to improve his game year after year after year. And I just kept saying, God damn, this kid can be so much better than what he is. So much better. And it took him leaving, going to Golden State, and I know y'all going to say he going on an easy team, but they taught him how to play winning basketball. They taught him what he was doing at OKC versus what he became in Golden State, a big difference. Much better player. And, of course, I know you guys will say this and that and whatever. He was on an easy team. But Curry and them taught him how to win. Those guys, Draymond and them got in his face and made him, they held him accountable for doing the bullshit that he'd do or not performing like he's supposed to. They made him a better player. And that's why it transitioned over to him going up against LeBron in those finals, especially the first one, and just dominating, not being afraid. Every time against OKC, against LeBron, he was like, oh, LeBron is always better than me, so I'm going to just play like this and hope we can beat him.
I got an army behind him.
He was like, I'm going to kick his ass. It was just a difference. So, but yeah, if we're looking at careers coming out, I'm picking LeBron. Who wouldn't? If anybody you bringing up LeBron to, you're going to pick LeBron. Even if you ask me Michael Jordan when he was coming out and LeBron coming out, I would pick LeBron. Because I didn't know Jordan was going to turn out to be Jordan. No one did, except Jordan. So, yeah, I would have picked LeBron over anybody coming out and starting their career.
Look, I feel like you be bringing up the finals with KD versus LeBron. I feel like KD only was showing out because he knew he had an army behind him. It wasn't like he was doing nothing special. It's like if he was going to fight one dude that always beat him up, and then he had 5 people behind him this time just in case things went bad. He knew they can jump him. I felt like that's what KD was going through when he was going against LeBron because he can just get help.
It's easy to say that, and you can get another million people to say the same thing. But you also have to give that man credit of the way he played.
He can hoop. He can hoop.
No. Not just a hooper, but he was so much different, so much better than he was.
Golden State taught him. Yeah, I know. Golden State, 73-9. They taught him how to play ball. It's just they taught him how to play. They taught him winning basketball. You always said, Golden State.
It doesn't matter as far as him going to a 73-9 team. He still had to go in there and perform. I mean, I can say,
but he learned.
The better team, we're going to kick y'all ass, but we got to go in there and make it happen. we have to go in there and do it. I mean,
you always said Steve Kerr deserved a lot of credit for that because how he had them playing. Yes, KD, one of the greatest players, definitely one of the greatest scorers ever, came over there. So yeah,
but
if he listened to them,
playing like that.
He wasn't not before. I know, I understand that. I'm just saying.
His
Yeah.
confidence.
Well, of course, his confidence gonna go up on Golden State. You ain't got to worry about so much.
Okay.
He didn't have the pressure on him in Golden State.
Well, look, all right. If it was prime LeBron, KD, no comparison. LeBron all day. I think it's a better argument if you say right now in their careers, like who would you rather take to start your team
LeBron
with?
36 though, man. Like you ain't gonna.
Yeah, but for one year.
Yeah.
It would be. I feel like it'd be a lot closer. But I mean, this past year, LeBron was showing something, man. I didn't think he still had it like that. Because if it was before this season, I probably would have said KD, just because he went to Golden State and he got that experience. Not to knock him, none. Just saying, like he got that experience, learned how to play right, know what he can and can't do, and so I felt like before this season started, I probably would have said KD, but after this season, seeing how LeBron went through this year, or as much of the year they went through before Corona came and took over, I probably still got to say LeBron because that man running that point guard.
But that's unfair because KD didn't play at all.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly. So it is hard to say, but seeing that I did get to see LeBron this year. But if I was to say before this season started, I would say KD. But seeing how LeBron played this year, I probably got to give it to Bron. But like you said, KD didn't play, so we don't know. But KD definitely, like I do knock him a lot, but he a great player, and he did learn a lot from Golden State. So I think him and Kyrie, man, that's a nasty dude. Definitely because Kyrie can just do what he wants still, and KD like, look, man, go ahead. Just remember, at the end of the day, we got to do these certain things to win. And I think it's going to work out once they get back together.
I'm interested to see that one, but of course I'm picking LeBron, but not just because I'm a diehard LeBron fan. I'm picking LeBron just off his like leadership skills and like mental toughness, man. Like he probably the most scrutinized player in the history of the NBA. You know what I mean? And he take that. You don't ever hear him complain. You don't ever hear him hate on another player. Like he just take it and keep going.
It's that calm app.
That's that maturity. That's that maturity too. Because remember, Bron was not. And granted, we have to give him. He was a kid when he came into the NBA.
Yeah.
He was an 18, 19-year-old kid, and they held him to such high standards. But when his team made the playoffs, and all the comparison to Jordan, and it came from media and fans alike, comparing this young boy, and I say boy literally because he was only like 20, 21, to the greatest ever. And doing that make the Jordan fans like, come on, how can you guys even compare that? It's not a comparison. So it's unfair to Bron, but he come out, they taking selfies. This playoffs. This is sports. This is a business, and this is real. And when you go back and look at those things, I'm like, he just don't have, because they give him anything he want over there. He can do whatever he want to do, and he's a kid. So a kid gonna do what a kid wants to do, which is play, have fun. They selfies and they jumping and they posing. While you look at the same Chicago Bulls team in the playoffs, they focus. They standing there, they kind of rocking, they ready for battle. So when you see that, anyone in their right mind would say there's no comparison to Jordan at this time. But you were still having people comparing him, and that's why the Jordan fans like myself and many others would be like, hell no. And we're dog Bron out because of his fans comparing them to the greatest. After he went to Miami, after they went through all that crap, LeBron came back and he was so different of a player. And I used to hate him back then, but I got so much love and respect for him as a man, as his game and everything, because he matured. And you're right, he still gets a lot of flack and all that, and he just let it bounce off him now. He's like Superman. It bounced off me. I'm still going to try to make my teammates better. He wasn't doing that in his early career, making his teammates better. They was playing too damn much. but he make his teammates better. He hold them accountable. He stop all the flopping and crying and shit. He do a little crying every now and then, but that's part of him. But not like it was before. And I gotta say, man, LeBron, that's my dude. I really like him.
Yeah.
But I'm still giving you shit about him when it comes to Jordan.
Oh, he the GOAT, man. Another reason I pick LeBron over KD, man, is like, y'all remember, was it the season before last when KD was with the Warriors and Steph was out? I can't remember what kind of injury he had, but he was out, and it was pretty much KD team at the time. And he did not lead the team, man. Like, he didn't.
He's not a leader.
Yeah, like, I was just like, yeah, man, KD ain't got it. He's don't get me wrong, he can ball, but I don't think he's good when he's the main focal point. Like, I think he shined at Golden State because it wasn't all on him. He could contribute. Like, they didn't need only him to score and get buckets. They needed him, but it wasn't only him. You know what I mean? Like, he knew, if I don't hit this shot, that's all right. I got Clay and Steph over here. One of them gonna hit it. You know what I mean? So it kind of took the stress off of him. So he ain't have to focus so hard on, like, man, I got to hit this. If you go back and watch that last game when they lost to Golden State, he was gunning. Like, he was jacking all them jump shots, and they was all bricking, man. So I don't think he's good at handling pressure. So that's why I would pick LeBron over him. Just LeBron got the mental toughness. I don't see Durant with the mental toughness yet.
No, I agree with you.
And not to be bogus. I guess I'll wait for him to come back before I say it. Because he might trip when I say it. But I mean it in the nicest way possible, I promise.
Oh, man.
So, not to be bogus, but this is just how I feel, but, like, it's just going to sound bogus anyway. But I feel like KD is the GOAT role player of all time. He a role player. Like, he's somebody, he ain't never going to be, like, the number one guy. He could be your number one scoring option, but he'll never be like, all right, we about to get the ball to KD, and he go make the decision for a pass or a shot. He's just like the best player to ever, you know, like, because he's not gonna be the number one guy on the team. And I mean, we're gonna see how it work out on Brooklyn. It's gonna be something to see how they play together and who gonna be taking the leadership part. Because Kyrie hasn't shown leadership, KD hasn't, but maybe he could have picked it up from playing over in Golden State. But I think he's just like the ultimate role player, like getting an extra player just to help out a team. But it's like, it's KD. So it's like, dang. So you just tell KD to go to these spots and you know he's just going to score regardless. So that's just how I feel about KD.
But why is that such a bad thing? Even if you feel like that. And I disagree.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, people might take it bad, but I mean, if you're just an ultimate role player, that's something.
I disagree with that assessment, but even if I did agree, I mean, Scottie Pippen wasn't the main focal, and yet he's one of the top.
But Scottie could run the team. Even when Jordan was gone for them couple of years, he still ran the team pretty well. I've never seen KD run the team when he was the focal point.
But okay, Ray Allen, another great player, was never the focal point.
So he's a role player. I said there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, it's like, if you talk about LeBron compared to KD, it's like two different worlds. One person is an offensive
LeBron's
assassin.
skills are different. That's why he's a go-to guy.
But even the leadership alone.
He can pass. Yeah, leadership, I'm not arguing with that. We already know KD's not a leader, but everybody isn't a leader.
I understand.
But on your comparison to him with LeBron, LeBron's going to have the ball in his hands all the time because LeBron's skill set demands the ball. You say LeBron, he can shoot, He can pass, and his basketball IQ is top notch. He knows where to put the ball. He knows what to do with the ball. Everybody don't have that. Everybody do not. I told you, I know a handful of guys I think got the best IQ ever in basketball, and LeBron is one of them, with Magic and Pippen, Jason Kidd, a couple other guys. So KD isn't going to fall in that. So KD isn't going to be the one who just, I got the ball and let me do. Because the only thing he going to know how to do is try to shoot the ball. He don't know how to pass. He don't know how to get the people in the right place. He don't know how to run that. But that's not his game.
I know. I wasn't dissing. I just, it just sound weird because, a lot of like the KD fans like
this is going to be bogus. You're like, this is going to be bogus.
It might, I said it might sound bogus, but I mean, that's just what he is. He's just a role player, like the best role player ever. That's just how
that's the wrong definition.
It is not bogus.
Because a role player is someone like, if you look at the Golden State Warriors, a role player would be Iggy, a guy who just do solid stuff for you. You look at the Miami Heat when Bronny was over there, role player would be what's his name with the Braves? He was there a long time with Wade.
Udonis Haslem. Udonis Haslem.
Yes, great role player. You look at the Chicago Bulls, and when they was doing their thing, role player Tony Kukoc. So you look at those guys are role players, not your star players.
Those are normal role players. I'm talking about the GOAT role player, Kevin Durant.
Mitchell wasn't a role player. He was one of the star players on the team.
Yeah, he's a star role player. A star role. I said he is star role player.
No, you got stars in your team like Klay Thompson.
He is a star.
You're calling Klay Thompson a role player.
He is. He is.
Yes, he is. Stars on the team.
Yeah, he's a star.
Guys
but
you don't expect to do nothing, but they contribute all the time for you. Those great role players.
Those are regular role players. I'm talking about the greatest role player of all time, Kevin Durant.
All right.
He the GOAT, not the GOAT. He the GOAT.
Oh, what a GOAT! I like that.
Surprised you picked LeBron though. All right.